Yes. Waiting for a microphone.
I believe it was the last episode that Charlene Harris made a cameo appearance. How was it having her on the set?
It was great. I had met her in the first season when we went to Louisiana, and I was sitting in the makeup trailer, and she was getting her makeup done for like a video interview, and I sat down. I said, "I bet you don't know which character I am." And she goes, "Oh, God help me! Please don't put me on the spot." He goes, "I'm Terry. I'm a lot younger." She goes, "Yes, you are." But I think she's happy with the portrayal.
I know with the fans we can get kind of crazy sometimes. Have you ever had a crazy experience with a fan or a memorable one?
No, it hasn't gotten. This is like the strangest fan experience I've ever had, and it's very pleasant. But it's still flattering if someone comes up and recognizes you. You have to be careful, like, because people know your name before you know theirs, and they looking at you. You can't like pick your nose or anything. So you got to be careful.
Would you ever want to direct an episode?
Yeah, I would love to write one too, but we'll see if they'll let me do that. I doubt it. Anyway.
I know you said you read the first 2 books.
I read the first 2 books, yeah.
Your character's older and a little different in the books. Do you like that difference, or is it something you have trouble with?
You mean the character being older in the books? Yes. Is that what you said? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you too well. Yeah, well, it gives you something to go by, and it makes it unique. Since they've updated him to be an Iraqi veteran, those are just little nuggets of information that you can add nuance to your character with.
She mentioned Charlene Harris, and I had forgotten that she was in the episode. Who was she?
She had one line. After all the ruckus had gone down with the bull, and they were back at Merlotte's, and I forgot what her line was, but... That's what, yeah. She was on just for a second, yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, who were some of your band influences, actually? You like old rock or something?
Yeah, I like I said, Willie Nelson. I like the Velvet Underground. The list is long. I'll show you my iPod later if you want to see it.
As far as, being on HBO, and I guess you already have to say you're going to be able to do nudity. When you got the scripts where you're just kind of like, wow, I didn't really think the whole cast was going to go there, and this is where it's going.
Yeah.
You got practically.
I ain't the best exerciser either, so I was like, Ryan and McCod both look like action figures. They were like, please don't let me sit next to them with my shirt off. And I worry way too much than any man should about dropping weight. But yeah, thanks for bringing it up again. I don't even know if I answered your question.
Do you ever film a scene and afterwards you're like, gosh, I hope nobody I know sees this?
Yeah. But, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Could you talk a little bit about, do you guys rehearse before you go to camera? Do you do a table read before?
The way it works, there's a table read before we start shooting. All the actors are there, and the guest stars are there as well. Sometimes the writer fills in some of the smaller uniformed cop or whatever the part is. And then we show up on the day to work, and before they light anything, we go in with our sides, our lines in hand, and we work with the director, and we block pretty much what we think the scene's going to do. Then we go away, and they put makeup on us, and it takes about 45 minutes to light it just right. So then we come in and shoot it from every angle, the same way it was initially rehearsed.
Okay, cool. And another question, how do you guys work? Because I know you have different directors come in, how do you feel about that? Because is it good? Is it great because you have a fresh
It's good.
perspective?
Some of the directors, you have just different chemistries with different people, and it's nice when the ones that you've worked with before, but everybody, they're not going to hire an amateur.
No,
they're putting you in good hands.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Actually, I have a question coming all the way from Germany. She asked if the Bellafleurs have a connection to Bill the same as they do in the book.
Well, we haven't seen it yet, but there is a moment in the first season where they're at the church, I think, and Bill notes the name Bellafleur, doesn't he? Yeah. And yeah, I think we've come out and find out that the Bellafleurs go back to the Compton family. I don't know how the lineage works out, but we'll get to see it, I think.
One more question. Will you play at South by Southwest next year?
I'd love to play South by Southwest if I'm available. Yeah. Anyone? Yeah.
I just want to say I love your scenes with Arlene.
Thank you. Yeah.
You know, you're comforting her. When you came to her rescue,
Uh-huh.
they were talking mean to her.
Uh-huh. Oh, speaking of which, someone asked who is the least like their character. Carrie Preston has blonde hair and doesn't wear these nails and an orange spray-on tan. Yeah, she transforms pretty big. Yeah.
So if you could share one funny behind-the-scenes story with us, what would it be?
It'd have to be when we were shooting that orgy scene. The fact that you're just freezing to death and you got this little modesty sock on. And all right, and here's your actress, and then let's go. All right, I guess we're humping. Let's do it. And it's freezing cold, and they come and they pop an ice cube in your mouth to keep the steam from going out. Like, that's the last thing you need is more. But, you know, I could be making lattes too, so I'm thankful for the job.
When you're reviewing scripts, what type of work do you look for? What, you know, when you're trying to decide what you want?
Where's that question coming from? Okay, there it is.
I'm just curious, what kind of things do you look for? How do you decide what you want to go and
I like the scripts that hire me. Those are my favorite ones.
You just kind of line up 9 to 5. Okay, we're going to go here.
Well, hopefully, I've never been in that position to where I have a bunch of projects to choose from. It'd be nice if that happened, but yeah, I like the ones that hire me. Yeah.
What percentage of your time is spent in Louisiana?
Not much. The second season, I didn't go at all. They fake it in this canyon in a little town called Calabasas, which is near Malibu. And they hang a bunch of moss everywhere to make it look more like Louisiana. But there's a palpable difference in the light, in the stuff that they do shoot, because there's a humidity to the air in Louisiana. But I think for budget reasons, they cut back this second season. When Sam was running naked by the lake, we were on a boat in Louisiana. That was there. They couldn't fake a swamp, I guess, in California.
You said before that one of your favorite authors is Shakespeare. What's your favorite play?
Oh, I like Henry V a lot. Yep.
I know True Blood, the scenes are so dramatic and so serious. Does anybody, or have they bursted out in a giggle?
Yeah, but there's a lot of humor in it, too. At the table read sometimes, people, I mean, it's funny. There's some funny stuff in it. Yeah, but yeah, we break character. They put together a gag reel at the end of the season, and they show it at our wrap party of everybody busting and snot coming out of someone's nose accidentally and stuff like that.
How do we get that?
All right, we're going to leave it with the snot question.
Just a quick question. When you were reading the script, when you got this for the audition or however you got it, did you read another character you're like, ooh, I would like to play that character, or you're interested in, other than the one you are?
No, I was definitely, I think I have the best character on the show. I mean, every actor should think that, because you should really like it. But yeah, I love the character, and it's just such a blessing. Yeah, I wouldn't want to play another, except maybe Lafayette. That'd be kind of fun to play. Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of the characters' homes. How do you imagine Terry's house would be like?
I think it would probably be a trailer, maybe, or something, and fastidious, like everything is sorted, completely different than how I live, because my house is a pigsty. But yeah, I think he would have everything in its right place and space-saving kind of things, and just like a meticulous detail like that.